He actually got some new gum. 3-7 in Pro League. His results indicator points south. And he's 1-1. He's 0-1 against Protoss. I still have to say this guy's got some great Phoenix control, really nice play, especially in the PvT matchup. I don't even think that should be pointing down. I think it should be pointing down right, but apparently that one doesn't exist.
That's not an arrow, Wolf.
It's got to be an arrow.
I think it could be East. I think he could get away with East. But look at this guy. He's 3-0 versus Protoss here at Pro League. I almost said like Pro Loss. Here at Pro Loss,
I don't even know how you could almost say Pro Loss. That's weird.
I don't know, man. He was 3-2. He did lose 2 games to another race, but not against Protoss. We're going to have to see if he can continue that streak.
One of the cheesiest Protosses we've ever had.
Yeah, definitely.
In all of StarCraft 2 history. So, what sort of build is he going to show us today? Maze is the map. Air Toss is dominant. Let's find out if we're going to the ace match or not here. KT Rolster up against MVP. This is the SPL.
LTA는 SK텔레콤.
Down here in the bottom right, for KT Rolster in the red, it's MyuNgSiK, purple hair.
And to the top left in teal, his opponent, it's Billowy.
I actually saw MyuNgSiK on the bench, and I saw the purple hair, and I wanted to say something about it, but then when I saw him in the booth, I didn't see it for some reason because we were talking about the gum, but then I saw it again.
Yeah, for me, like, honestly, like, I'm really bad at purples, so I didn't even really notice it that much until, like, you mentioned it. Some colors actually just, they avoid me, they escape me. I don't know why.
Like Facebook purple?
Blue. It's blue, Brendan.
Yeah, it is. You actually recommended to me that kind of color for my hair once.
Yeah, actually.
When it was longer.
Yeah, when you had longer hair, I thought that would be a good color for you. All right, well, Gate, the right choice here. See if MyuNgSiK. MyuNgSiK is the king of Phoenixes, so this is a pretty good map for him. Or cross spawns. Brendan, do you think we're going to see air, or one of these players going to make the mistake of trying to not go air on Maze?
I'm not so sure. I mean, we saw Billowy saving up a bit of this chrono boost, and he did get out a faster gateway. Of course, that can mean a very, very fast Stargates, but of course it could also mean some very aggressive play out of Billowy. And if I know Billowy, we saw him playing very aggressive in a lot of PvPs.
Billowy breaks the rules.
He does. I don't see if I were to see Billowy on this map, I'm not gonna be like, oh, he's just gonna go air like 100%. I think he definitely can mix it up here.
Well, I'm curious to see how he decides to go for it. I mean, we're cross spawns, so could take forever to actually see any aggression or any attacking. The Zealot comes out super fast here.
Yep, very quick gateway and very quick Zealot here. Going to be chrono boosted out.
Is he like trying to punish for a Nexus first build, I wonder?
Could be. And you know, Billowy does see that probe, and he did scout to the bottom left, so he's going to know he is in the bottom right, which he may not be too happy about, but at least he's going to know where MyuNgSiK is on the map. So he's going to send that Zealot right away. Oh, no, he's actually going to get the rocks down.
Ah, okay, okay. I like this. Well. So it's like, I hope nobody knows I mess up the rocks on my way out. That was weird. Okay, so it's this is like the strategy that Calder was talking about, where you like cannon rush the lemons on that map was called Fruitland. Fruitland, yeah. It's like, well, all right, we're gonna Zealot rush the rocks here to wall it off.
That's actually what he's going to do. For some reason, it's so funny to me.
It's fine, actually. But did he even... He didn't even... Did he finish it off?
He got one set.
Okay, okay.
And now he's going to send the Zealot across.
All right, so who's going to make the Stargate first? I think it might actually be MyuNgSiK.
He has the minerals and gas for it. Does he go for it?
I like the Phoenix opening first to harass and then get your Nexus up later. This Zealot is going to force its way in here to try to scout, but there's nothing to see yet. Yeah. Actually, if I come in here and see this, I'm thinking, oh my god, you're going DT, so there's nothing else. Like, you proxy your Dark Shrine somewhere. I wonder what's going through MVP Billowy's mind right now.
Well, he saw the other pylon over there, which may make him a little bit more relieved than he would be.
Okay, he's going Twilight Council here. What are your thoughts on this? What's your opinion? Because this is a map where, like, there are no real rules or standard ways, although I think there should be a standard way, which is to rush air and then try to control the air, because we've seen this actually be the most successful on this map.
First, Billowy does a smart thing there, and he does scout the Nexus with the extra probe. So he's going to know that the Nexus isn't here. It's not going to be rush DTs. But to answer your question, I don't really know. I want to see what he puts down next.
I think he's going to try to go DTs versus a Stargate. Take like a third base? What?
What?
Okay.
Stargate gets canceled.
I just like put the mic down. I'm like, hold on.
I need to like sit back in my chair and think about this. Like,
I like put the mic down. And I walk out of the studio. I'm like, no.
You're asking way too much of me for to understand this.
I'm like, all right, listen. You know what I'm doing here. I'm what?
This I like.
Choya Stargates, 2 of them.
We saw Zest do the same thing on Alterzine against Parting in the finals at the Global Tournament.
The thing is that's really scary is he made those Stargates right next to that bird. That bird.
You know when people say like a little birdie told me?
Yeah.
That's the little birdie. Little does MyuNgSiK know.
Especially if that's Varus' bird, man. Then you're in some real big trouble. Well, let's see. He's actually going now into Twilight Council, so if he just makes a bunch of Phoenixes, he probably just wins the game.
Yeah, man. This map produces some weird PvP games, and we always see PvP. We
will see a PvT later on tonight, though, actually.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
That is true. Second matchup. Stay tuned for that one. But we got the first 2 Phoenixes here. Of course, he's going to save them, not going to reveal them right away. Going to get a bunch of them first, maybe 6 to 8 is what I'd expect.
Yeah. Templar Archives going down here, so Archons are going to be pretty useful. High Templar decent against Phoenix, as we've seen already. Just trying to describe the tools that he's going to have here. Now, once he starts controlling the map and killing probes with the Phoenixes, he's going to be able to take a third base, and then make a Fleet Beacon, then get Phoenix range, then get Void Rays, then get Carriers, Tempest, whatever he would like. There's no way that there's going to be sort of any timing that can punish for this. Going to get the Nexus cannon triggered here. He's also going to be able to get that Mothership Core if he targets it. Gets a Sentry too.
Hallucination does distract the Photon Overcharge, actually, and does save the Phoenixes from taking too much damage. Eventually, one does go down, and he actually stops Phoenix production.
Yeah, that's pretty sloppy that he lost that Phoenix, I have to say, but, you know, definitely a lot of damage done regardless. Switching into Immortals at home. The plan here seems to be like a Phoenix into Force Blink Stalkers, and then I'm going to have a bunch of Immortals to counter that type of plan here.
And he's leapfrog a bunch of these pylons way towards the base. We see a lot of times on this map, we even saw it in the air versus air matchup between SOS and Classic, but we're going to see it where you can warp in over that big rock in the middle there, that big ledge, and get units to the base. By that pylon over there in the top left, you can warp in over the rocks and just start getting units very, very close to the base.
Well, he's making a ton of gates right now. Way behind in upgrades is MyuNgSiK. He's going into his own Archons. Going to kill this Observer, which sees everything. Knows that there's no more Phoenixes being made. 7 gates, all those pylons. Looks like it's just going to be a big timing with a bunch of Archons and a few Immortals and those Phoenixes to lift up his opponent's Immortals.
Could be. He's going to be down the +1 here, but his charge should hit by the time he gets all the way across the map. +1 may finish, and actually if he attacks before the +2 finishes, maybe even unbeknownst to him, could be a very nice push and timing there.
let's see. I mean, I don't actually know how I feel about this because it's going to take him a long time to attack into those rocks because he has to kill the rocks before he goes in. Well, he's actually just going to do him a favor here. Because I guess he doesn't want to get stuck himself while the attack comes to his third base. But again, these rocks have to be destroyed, so he's losing that time. That +2, I think, will finish. It's really razor thin close right now, though. Phoenix is going into the third base right now to distract and kill a lot of probes here. Okay, notice he doesn't lose a lot of lifts, which is another tell that, okay, he's probably going to attack me right now. Doesn't want to use all that energy just yet.
Well, it's getting close over here. He's going to make another pylon. He's actually working on those rocks in the back.
Gonna backdoor here. Could actually kill the tower and stop these units from going into... Stop them from coming over here. There's no spotter. He actually has no idea this is happening at all.
Yeah. No pylon there over at the rocks, and nothing close
and
as well.
And he checks, too. He's like, oh, you don't even know. I know that you don't know. And, uh-oh. Here we go in the main base now. MyuNgSiK is doing work. Time warp on that ramp, and I dare you to try to walk up into my concave in your own base. Second time warp here as well. Stalkers blink up into Immortals. What's up? And here come those Zealots charging around, picking up the Immortals now with the Phoenixes. And this has been pretty gross, Brendan.
This is disgusting. This is so one-sided. What a nice push out of MyuNgSiK here. Now, even with his huge amount of gateways, going to warp in more Zealots and come from behind.
Look at his face!
Oh, my God. MyuNgSiK's just, like, chuckling to himself. GG.
Pretty simple. Pretty easy.
Made it look easy, that's for sure.
And that's it. KT takes a win. Pretty, I don't know, pretty straightforward. He's on the spotter, like you lose the game. That's how it is. That's how it works.
Yeah.
That was actually just kind of hard to believe that just happened. Like, we just watched that. He's like, don't mind if I come in the back door with 100 friends and have a party in your base.
Don't mind if I do. And there he does. Nice bow to the camera. 3-1 to KT Rolster now with that.
Yeah, I actually don't agree with the down arrow on MyuNgSiK here. And he proved himself today. One of the best Phoenix players we've ever seen in Korea. Revolutionizing new matchups to even today. Just late Phoenixes, tricky play, good decision making, good tempo-based play, good nice timing. He was well set up for it, well attacked.